Okay, let's talk about different branches of ballistics. First, interior ballistics or internal ballistics. This branch focuses on the study of the projectile's motion and behavior while it's still inside the firearm's barrel, from the moment of firing to when it exits the muzzle. This internal ballistic, these are the mechanism or things happen inside the firearm. These include the hammer hitting the firing pin, and the firing pin hit the primer, and the priming mixture will be ignite, and then the ignition of the primer mixture will burn the gunpowder, and it will be produced expands pores of gases. Then it will explode inside the cartridge case, and that is now the time that the cartridge case and the fired bullet will go forward and the cartridge case back forward. That's why the again at slide of the firearm will go backward and will uh, get another cartridge while the fired bullet is still going forward. It will turn into left or right twist depending on the time of manufacture. Second, exterior or in external ballistic. Tricks of the attributes or movement of the projectile after leaving the gun muzzle. As you can see in the screen, we have the barrel of the firearm and we have a bullet coming out from the muzzle of the gun. The line or the stationary line, that is the line of sight of the shooter, and this is the bore of the center line, and this is the critical zone. We have also the initial point, that the trajectory of the bullet. Trajectory is the curved path of the bullet, also that we have from muzzle of the firearm to the target, that is what you call the accurate range. Uh, and from the muzzle of the firearm to the farthest distance that can go, or the bullet can go, is what we call the maximum range. Okay, let's go to the third branches of the ballistic, which is terminal ballistics. It's the study of the impact of the projectile to the target. This subject is particularly important for hunters, ethical hunters. These are quick and humane kill, which is determined by the wound cavity. There are two types of cavity: first, primary cavity and temporary cavity. The primary cavity is the initial hole in the target made by the bullet. This hole is the same diameter as the bullet and result from penetration and expansion. When the bullet hits soft tissue, the tissue attempts to absorb the bullet energy. This creates an impact crater or crater that the stretches until the bullet is able to penetrate the tissue. As the bullet continues to travel, the tissue is stretched beyond its plasticity, making it become cut and torn. Before it ties to return back to normal position, and this form the temporary cavity. And temporary cavities are impacted by many factors, one of which is bullet design. And the last is forensic ballistic. Study of firearms identification and investigation by means of ammunition fired through them. It also deals with the principles in the microscope and the preparation of reports for legal proceedings in the solution of cases involving firearms. Identify fired cartridge or fired bullet, the type, or we may identify the types of firearm. Uh, The challenges is the firearms identification and investigation. After test firing firearms, when the firearm examiner used the bullet comparison microscope, you can see all the many minute details of the fired bullet and the fired cartridge cases by using the bullet comparison microscope. And the preparation of reports for legal proceeding. So after the examination of the specimens, the fired bullet and fired cartridge case both evidence and the specimens and the test specimens. Next step is to prepare reports for legal proceedings. Whatever the finding of the firearm examiners will be reduced into the reports and submit it to the requesting party or the local police who requests the examination of the firearms. And it will be submitted to the court of justice, and that's now the time when the court of justice will subpoena or will call the attention of the firearms examiner to testify and explain in the court regarding his examination of the specimens. Remember that relies heavily on pieces of the evidence such as fire bullet, fired cartridge case, gunpowder residue, suspected firearm, and others covered from the crime scene, or whatever recovered in the crime scene is very vital in investigation.
What are the different types of firearm? Ah, mayroon tayong rifle, shotgun, and handgun. Sa rifle, maraming klase siya. May bolt action, may lever action, semi-automatic, automatic, assault rifle, sniper rifle, battle rifle, carbine. Tsaka sa shotgun naman, may pump action, semi-automatic, tapos side by side. Umpisan natin ay ganon din sa handgun, may pistol, may revolver, may single action, double action. Umpisan natin dito sa may rifle, may bolt action siya. Common na ginagamit na manually operate. Manually siya na nagre-reload. Hatakin mo yung bolt, tsaka pag hinatak mo yung bolt niya, tsaka pa lang mong magre-reload yun pag itinulak mo ulit yun. And inject the cartridge. I-inject niya yung cartridge niya. Tapos sa lever action naman, picture a level below the receiver that cyclide to load and injection cartridge. Semi-automatic, a rifle that automatic reload the next round. Itong semi-automatic, automatic siyang nagre-reload habang kinakalabit mo yung trigger niya. Pull the trigger for each shot. Yun. Automatic naman, magkasing tulad lang din sila ng automatic sa semi-automatic. Yung automatic naman kasi, isang kasamo, puro kalabit na yun. Tuloy-tuloy siya. Yung assault rifle naman, a selective fired rifle, typically chamber to intermediate cartridge, and capable both semi-automatic and automatic fire. Sniper rifle naman, designated for accurate long range. Ito yung pang long range na pang sniper talaga, na high powered na scope. Ito yung ginagamit na pang snipe ng mga triggerman o tinatawag na sniper. Battle rifle, full powered rifle na ginagamit ng mga kapulisan natin, sundalo. Nakikita natin yung mga suot-suot nilang mga nakasukbit sa mga kon nila, Yun, yung pang battle rifle yun na ginagamit ng mga sundalo na nga natin, tapos mga kapulisan o other agencies. Yung carbine, shorter, lighter version of the rifle of yun lang naman yun. Tapos sa shotgun naman, pump action, ito yung shotgun na manually na ginagamit na ng mga, kung nakita nyo na yung shotgun na yung pump action nga siya, na pag kinasa mo tapos ibabalik mo din ulit, doon magre-reload pa lang doon mag-i-inject yung shell niya, inject niya yung pinaka bala niya, ganun. Yung semi-automatic naman, similar to semi-automatic rifle but using shotgun shell. Tapos over under naman na shotgun, dalawang barrel siya. Tapos ganun din yung side by side, dalawang barrel din. Ang position naman niya horizontally. Tapos yung over under naman, yung barrel niya is vertically. Yun ang pinagkaiba nila. Sa handgun naman, meron tayong pistol, revolver, single action, double action. Ang pistol naman, naka-design naman siya pang semi-automatic operation. Yun yung mga yun. Yung detachable magazine. Yung revolver naman, handgun with revolving cylinder. May cylinder siya na umiikot yun. Pag habang kinakalabit mo yon, umiikot yung cylinder niya. Tapos single action naman, ito yung mga revolver na or pistol na may required yung may hammer siya. Manually cock siya before each shot. Double action, ito yung pulling the trigger and both mayroon din siyang cock at may hammer din siya. Yun yung ating mga different types of firearm. Ito din ang example niya. Yung sa rifle is yung caliber 22, yun siya yun. Rifle, R15, yun yung mga rifle. Sa shotgun naman, yun nga, pump action lang siya, yung ginagamit ng mga naman natin, security guard, yung mga yun. Sa pistol o revolver, yun naman yung may 9mm tayo na pistol, yun yung mga yung sa 45, yun yung mga handgun natin.
Gunshot residue is also known as gunfire residue or firearm discharge residue. Refers to the particles released from a firearm when it discharged. These particles originate from primer, gunpowder, and cartridge cases and can be found on the shooter's hand, clothes, and nearby surface. Forensic analysis of GCR can help determine if a person recently fired a weapon. Forensic analysis of GCR can help determine if a person recently fired a weapon, the distance from which the firearm has discharged, potentially reconstruct the event of the shooting.
Forensic ballistic. Ano nga ba ang forensic ballistic? To indicate refers to the investigation and identification of firearms. Ano nga ba ang ballistic? Muna, Study of motion or projectile. Technically, it refers to the science of firearm identification. In Greek word, balo or balin, it means to throw. Early Roman war, tinatawag din siyang balista, gigantic bow or katapot. Tapos forensic ballistic or forensic, in Greek word or European word, forum, which means marketplace. Public disputation, yun ang kwan ng forensic ballistic. Identification lang siya ng firearm.
Gunshot wound is an open wound caused by a penetration of a bullet or slang into the body tissue. The injury can be inflicted by the bullet itself or the hot expanding gases expelled from the firearm in close range situation. Range of fire, an important aspect of forensic ballistic. Three kinds of gunshot wound, distinguished by the proximity of the weapon. Number 1, contact. Gun muzzle press against or within an inch or 2 of the body. 2, close distance. 6 inches to 2 feet. 3, distance discharge over 2 feet or 3 feet. Next, contact fire. Distant muzzle directly press against the skin. Characteristic: severe tissue damage, burning of tissue, sling of hair, blackening of the skin, gunpowder particles embedded in the around the wound, skin preparation, underlying tissue exposed due to the blast, cherry red tissue, carbon monoxide presence, carving of the tissue, pressure of the bullet, contusion collar, bruising around the entrance wound, wound size smaller than the projectile due to tissue compression, near contact up to 6 inches, distant muzzle every close to the skin. Characteristic: tissue damage, bursting, burning and blackening of the skin, gunpowder particles present inside and around the wound, wound shape lacerated or slit-like, wound size larger than the projectile diameter, tissue excavation less severe than the contact fire, other further similar to the contact but less intense. Delves into fascinating and complex world of how projectile interact with the human body. This field offers critical insight of forensic investigation, medical treatment, and understanding the potential harm of firearm injury. Characteristic of wound: entrance wound. This typically appears as clean round holes slightly smaller than the bullet diameter. This is due to the elasticity properties of the skin momentarily stretching around the projectile. Exit wound. The appearance of an exit wound depends on the several factors. If the bullet exists directly opposite the entry point of the and exit head-on, the exit wound may be smaller than the entry. Bullet fragmentation. If the bullet fragment as it passes through the body, the exit wound can be smaller or larger than the entry, depending on the size and location of the fragment. Angled exit wound. If the bullet exits the body at the angle of carries fragment upon the exit wound can be significantly larger than the entry. Tissue damage. The path of the bullet creates a shockwave within the body, causing damage to surrounding tissue. This phenomenon, known as tissue quake, plays a significant role on the overall wound severity.